What corpses? The prince was stunned.
でもちょうどいいわね。お腹も空いてたし、今日はこれを晩ご飯にしましょう。
Perfect timing. I was hungry anyway. Let's eat them for dinner tonight.
王子は
Alright, I have my goggles on and I'm ready to play. My name is Sloth154 and welcome back to The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince. Last episode, we got into the story. The prince heard an amazing singing voice. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm not letting you hurt my buddy. The prince heard the wolf that we just turned into singing, fell in love with the singing, decided to go see what it was. The wolf panicked and slashed his eyes. The wolf was enamored, well, enjoyed the fact that the prince appreciated her singing. So she just didn't eat him. And after the prince was blinded, his mother, the king and queen, saw him as an embarrassment because he was injured and disfigured. So they locked him away. So the wolf wanted to get him to a witch in the woods that would help, that she's hoping that the witch is going to be able to help the prince get his sight back. But to help the prince, the wolf gave up her singing voice so that she could become the princess. Don't be dead. Oh, that was a long fall. So the wolf broke out the prince from his little jail cell, and now we're on our way to see the witch. But the witch asks for a price, the most precious thing to the person who she uses her magic on. So I don't know what she's gonna ask the prince. Also, I noticed while editing the last video that she smiles whenever she holds his hand. See, no smile, smile, no smile, smile. So, as we continue this story, if you end up liking this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. I have a link to the playlist for this series and other games I played on my channel. Tell me in the comment section what you think about the game. Oh, don't break. Okay. So we do have to break this. Oh, he held his hand 100 times. Okay. Yeah, tell me what you think about the game and other stories like this that you find just adorable. Okay. I just have to whack it over to there. Prince on here. And let's go, buddy. Thank God for the mushroom. Even if you fall from high places, you'll be okay if you land on the mushrooms. Alright. But yeah, it's an adorable story in the same vein as Disney's Little Mermaid. Oh, there's a nest, so we have to go over them. Oh, nice soft mushrooms. And we made it to the next area. The flower expels seeds after a strong impact. Hit in. Oh. Okay. That's an amazing flower. Oh, almost missed this. And I'm collecting those flowers because they give you a story. Let me just show you. Collections. They unlock these things. Design notes. All right, we just gotta wait for the turtle. Oh, I missed the turtle. Well, technically, yeah, that's the first time I let the prince die. Are you kidding me? That was cute. They were swinging their arms. So yeah, this is a cute story. I wish there was an English language option. Yeah, I wish there was an English language option so I didn't have to read so much. All right, you wait here. All right, that doesn't count. Okay. Okay, stay there, Prince. I gotta do something real quick. I might have to backtrack later. No, I have to backtrack now. All right, now I can go get him his flower. God, it took me so long to get. These give the witches backstory, so that's why I want to get them. For my own curiosity. I know I soft locked myself. Ah, dang it. All right, now we can give the prince a flower. And let's go. All right, on to the next stage. I've been here way longer than I should have been. Oh.
目指す魔女の館は遠く、いつの間にか辺りは暗くなってきました。二人は一晩を過ごせるところを探し始めます。
Darkness fell. The witch's house was still relatively far away. They began searching for a place to spend the night.
ほどなくして少し開けた場所にキノコに飲まれて今にも崩れそうな小屋を見つけることができました。
After wandering for a bit, they found an unstable cabin that was covered from top to bottom with mushrooms.
だいぶボロボロだけど、一晩なら休めるかな。姫は王子に声をかけ、二人しっかり手をつないで小屋へと入っていきます。
It's pretty rickety. Maybe we can stay for just one night, the princess said anxiously. They firmly held hands and entered the cabin.
小屋の中は森よりも一層暗く、ぼんやりとした影が暗闇の中にいくつか見えるのみ。姫はじっと目を凝らして、それが何かを確かめます。
The inside of the cabin was even darker than the forest. Only a few blurred shadows were visible. The princess squinted her eyes to see what they were. Is that a body? Oh.
死体だらけ。 嫁が聞く姫が暗闇の中に見たものは、部屋の中に無数のヤギのような化け物が倒れている光景でした。
Whoa, so many corpses! The princess realized that the shadows were dead goats, lying all over the floor.
え、死体だらけ。王子はびっくりして姫の言葉を繰り返します。
What corpses? The prince was stunned.
でもちょうどいいわね。お腹も空いてたし、今日はこれを晩ご飯にしましょう。
Perfect timing. I was hungry anyway. Let's eat them for dinner tonight.
王子は小屋に住んでいるのは人間だと思っています。姫がとんでもないことを言い出して、王子は大混乱です。
What? The prince, believing the corpses were humans, was taken aback by the princess's outrageous suggestion.
戸惑う王子を置いてけぼりにして、味見とばかりに狼はヤギの死体にかぶりつこうとします。
The princess left the prince to his own confusion and decided to sample one of the goats.
狼の口に生えた大きな牙がヤギの腹に食い込むその寸前、ヤギが弱々しくうめきました。
Just as the wolf's large fangs were about to sink into the goat's stomach, it let out a weak cry.
その声を聞いた王子は慌てて狼に声をかけます。姫、その人たちまだ生きてるよ。
The prince heard the groans and called out to her, Princess, that human's still alive.
狼はじっと心の中で舌打ちをして、しぶしぶ食べるのをやめます。この森で弱った生き物が食べられるのは自然の掟なのに。
The wolf clicked her tongue and reluctantly stopped eating the goat. Nature's law was to eat weak prey after all.
少し恨めしそうな目
I
で
don't need that thing.
王子を見つめながら、王子が相手を人間だと思ってるなら仕方ないかと自分に言い聞かせます。
She stared at the prince disappointed. So he thinks they're human beings, she thought. Guess I can't do anything about that.
王子はヤギに声をかけ、彼らの話に耳を傾けます。姫、この人たちお腹が空いて動けないみたい。助けてあげられないかな。
The prince called out to the goats and listened to their story. Princess, these people are starving and can't move. Maybe we could help them.
王子ともっと仲良くなりたい狼は、このお願いを断ることができませんでした。こうして狼と王子はヤギたちのために何か食べ物を探すことになったのです。
The wolf wanted to be closer to the prince, so she grudgingly agreed. They set out to find some food for the goats. Alright, let's get some goat food. Also, those are goats. That's weird. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to do it. This game has a lot of ways to soft lock yourself, so you got to be careful if you're going to play this too. Because there are secrets I have not explored. Wait, right here. I have some scouting to do. Okay. Right here. Okay. So we're trying to find food for the goats. Glad that didn't attack immediately. All right, me prince, come on. Okay. No immediate danger ahead. I swear, if he would have bounced into the crevice. Oh. All right. Let's whack this plant. That mushroom has had some kick to it. Oh, that was close. Almost got the prince killed. I'm glad that came charging at us first. No, you stay right here. Go good, clear the path. All right, let's go.
Himeと王子はたくさんの肉を抱えてヤギの小屋に戻ってきました。姫は肉をヤギに差し出し、得意げに言います。たくさん取ってきたわ。さあ食べて。
The pause in the period is getting annoying to me. They returned to the cabin with a lot of meat and gave it to the goats. I got a lot, the princess said proudly. Help yourself.
それを王子が慌てて止めます。待って姫、まだお肉焼いてないよね。ヤギは化け物なので 生肉は大好物です。でも目の見えない王子は相手を人間だと思っています。
The prince quickly intervened. Princess, wait, we haven't cooked the meat yet. Goats are monsters, so they love raw meat, but the prince still thought they were human. And honestly, monsters, you haven't lived till you learn to cook your food. That's why
こ
humans
れ以上生
dominate the
肉の
planet.
ことで何かあると自分が化け物だと気づかれてしまうと思った姫は王子の話に合わせることにしました。
If I mention how monsters eat raw meat, the princess thought, he'll know I'm a monster. She decided to play along with his story.
そうね、焼いてあげた方がいいわね。でも私火って使ったことないからやり方教えてほしいな。姫は調子よくその場をごまかします。
Okay, we better cook the meat then. But I've never made a fire, so please teach me how to do it. She managed to avoid a potentially awkward situation.
そして王子に教えてもらった通りに火をつけようとする姫ですが、
The princess tried to follow the prince's instructions to light the fire, but
怖い。もともとが狼の化け物なのでどうしても火を怖がってしまいます。しまいにはワンワン泣いて王子に助けを求めます。
no, I'm scared. The princess was still deathly afraid of fire. She began to cry and asked the prince for help.
王子は目が見えないのでうまく火をつけられる自信はありません。だけど姫が助けを求めてくれたことが嬉しくて引き受けたいと思いました。
The prince wasn't confident that he could make a fire because of his blindness, but he was happy that she asked him for help. So he agreed.
わかった。やってみるね。王子は姫のためにちょっとだけ勇気を振り絞ったのです。
Okay, I'll give it a shot. The prince summoned a little courage for the princess. Take the prince next to the lantern and make a request to hold it. Okay. Could you hold that? There
王
we
子
go.
の協力のおかげで肉がこんがりと焼き上がりました。ヤギたちは大喜び。焼いた肉も案外いけるね。そんなことを言いながらたくさんあった肉をペロリと平らげます。
The meat turned out perfectly. The goats were utterly delighted and immediately ate it all. Cooked meat is amazing, Ma.
ありがとう。助かったよ。もう少しで飢え死にするところだったよね。ヤギのうち一匹が姫にお礼を言います。
Thanks, you helped us, Ma. We almost starved to death, Ma. One of the goats said, thanking the two.
よかったわ。それより今晩ここに泊めてもらえない？姫は抜け目なくお願いをします。
I'm glad. Can we stay here tonight? The princess asked.
いいよ。今夜はうちに泊まっていきなよ。キノコまみれの汚いところだけど。ヤギたちは快く二人を受け入れました。
Of course, Ma. It's a little dirty and overrun by mushrooms, though, Ma. The goats took them into their home.
長い一日が終わり、夜が更けていきます。王子は旅の疲れもあり、ぐっすり眠っています。ですが、夜行性の狼はまだ眠れないでいました。
The long day finally came to a close. The prince was exhausted and dozed off, but the nocturnal wolf could not sleep.
眠れない狼が小屋の外をうろうろしていると、一匹のヤギが小さなウサギを追い回しているところに出くわしました。ウサギはすばしっこく逃げ回り、とうとうヤギは獲物を捕まえ損ねました。
The restless wolf wandered outside the cabin and found one of the goats chasing a rabbit. The rabbit ran swiftly and nimbly, and the goat was unable to catch it.
あ、狼さん。狩りって難しいね。なのに、あんなにたくさんの肉をあっという間に取ってこれるなんて、狼ってすごいなあ。ヤギは無邪気に狼の狩りの腕を褒めてくれます。
Oh, hi, wolf. Hunting's hard, ma. But you got so much meat in the blink of an eye. You're pretty good, ma, the goat said innocently, praising the wolf's hunting skills.
そんな褒め言葉に、狼は曖昧な返事を返します。王子に狼と呼ばれるのを聞かれてないか心配なのです。早めに話を切り上げなきゃ、と狼が考えていると、
The wolf shrugged off the compliment. She was worried the prince would overhear the goat calling her a wolf when she tried to cut the conversation short.
ところで、一緒に連れてる人間は非常食かい？ヤギの唐突な質問に、狼は不意をつかれ、ドキリとしました。
Oh, that human. Is he emergency rations, ma? The goat asked frankly, which startled the wolf.
いいアイデアだね。僕らも飢え死にしないように真似しようかな。でも僕ならもっと太った人間を選ぶな。あんなに痩せっぽっちだと食べごたえないもんね。
Not a bad idea. Maybe we should start doing that so we won't starve again, ma. But if I were you, I'd get a fatter human. He's so skinny. He'd be a midnight snack, ma.
化け物たちにとって人間を食べることは当たり前のことです。なので、この会話は化け物同士の普通の会話。狼も王子と旅に出るまではこれが普通だと思っていました。ですが、今の狼にはヤギの言葉がとても恐ろしく聞こえます。
Normally, the wolf would engage in this banter as eating humans was common amongst monsters, but now that she was traveling with the prince, she became alarmed at the goat's words.
違う。王子はそんなんじゃない。狼は思わず否定します。狼の態度を見たヤギは何かを察した様子。
No, the prince isn't like that, the wolf inadvertently denied. The goat didn't let her blunder go unnoticed.
あれ？もしかして君、人間と仲良くしたくなっちゃったってやつ？ヤギに気持ちを言い当てられた狼は、素直にそうとは言えず、ただ黙ってしまいます。
Could it be you want to get along with humans, ma? The wolf knew the goat knew the truth, but she refused to admit it and kept quiet.
化け物と人間が仲良くなれるわけないよ。王子と仲良くなれるわけがない。まるでそんな風に言われた狼は、口を開いて何かを言い返そうとします。だけど、言葉が出てきませんでした。
You know it's impossible for monsters and humans to get along. It sounded as if she couldn't be friends with the prince. The wolf opened her mouth to speak, but no words came out. I don't think that's
君
how
も
it
よく
is.
聞くでしょう。化け物の方がうっかり人間を食べちゃったり、人間の方が化け物を裏切ったり。狼はうつむいて聞いています。ヤギは続けます。
You heard it too, don't you? Ma, Monsters gobbling up humans, humans killing monsters, Ma. The wolf hung her head as the goat continued.
ろくなことにならないよ。あ、でも恩人の君がやりたいことだからね。僕は応援するよ。頑張ってね、と、ヤギはのそりと小屋へ戻っていきました。
No good will come from this, Ma, but you did save us, so if it's something you really want, I'll support you. Good luck, Ma. The goat returned to the cabin. I mean, you don't have to eat humans.
自分の寝床で体を丸め、眠ろうとします。でも、ヤギの言葉が頭の中で何度もぐるぐると駆け巡って落ち着きません。これまでは王子の手を引く嬉しさで怖いものは何もないと思っていました。
The wolf curled up and tried to sleep as the goat's words replayed endlessly in her mind. She felt uneasy. Up until then, she'd been happy to hold the prince's hand as the princess, believing there was nothing to fear.
でも、自分の本当の姿は王子が嫌っている化け物です。それに、王子の目を傷つけたのは自分だということも黙っています。このことが王子に知られたら、すべておしまいです。
But her true form was a monster that the prince hated, and he still didn't know that she was the one who blinded him. If he ever found out,
バレなければ大丈夫。狼は自分に言い聞かせます。そう、バレなければ大丈夫。狼は結局この夜、一睡もできませんでした。
it'll be okay, the wolf told herself. If I could just keep this up a bit longer. She didn't sleep that night.
翌朝、
The next morning,
魔女の森へと出発する姫と王子をヤギたちが見送ります。ヤギたちは口々にお礼の言葉や旅の無事を願う言葉をかけます。
the princess and the prince left the cabin. The goats thanked them again and prayed for their safe travels.
頑張ってね。うっかり食べないように。その中には一つだけ別のことを心配している声が混ざっていました。王子には何のことだかわかりませんが、姫には伝わりました。
Good luck, Ma. Don't eat him by accident. The wolf talked to the night before. I missed the word when I was speaking. The prince didn't understand, but she did.
食べはしないけど、心の底に生まれた大きな不安を振り払うように、姫は王子の手を引き、再び森の中へと入っていくのでした。
I won't eat him, the princess thought, needing to calm her anxious heart. She pulled the prince's hand and set off again. Eat up goats. Give meat to the goats. Okay. Okay, we can get him to hold that. Wow, he's strong. Right, you can just place that right there, buddy. Okay, but yeah, I don't think monsters have to eat humans. I just think they like to eat humans. There's a difference. Okay, so we got to get that stone onto there. Could you pick this up for me? Oh, and he can. Yeah, the prince is strong. All right, and I'll be right back. Okay. You stay right there. Let me scout ahead. All right, let's keep going forward. Oh God. All right, he's safe. Yeah, I lost my train of thought because I was stuck on trying to figure out how to get that flower, but yeah, I don't think monsters have to eat humans. Oh, that was too high, wasn't it? I was about to lose it. I see. Set that down right there. All right. Doing very well. Doing very well. And we made it through the stage. Awesome. oh, this looks like a new area, so I'm gonna end this episode here. So in this episode, we made it through the mushroom forest. We're in the next area. We met some what they call goats. Also, this is not a wolf. I don't care what they say. They don't know what a wolf is. This world is weird. But we met some goats. Turns out one of the goats is trying to understand the princess who fell in love with a human, but like they said, there's a lot of painful history there. But all that matters is that someone starts to change, because the goats learned how good it is to cook meat. And I think cooking and food is the best way to bridge a gap between two warring factions. It might not always work, but it does help. So I'm gonna end this episode here. If you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. I will link to the playlist for this series and other games I played on my channel. Tell me in the comment section what you think about the game. And do you think that love will overcome difficulty today in this game? Because I see this going two ways: true love, or quick frenzied feast. Either way, we'll see what happens in the upcoming episodes. If you made this far in the video, Prime thanks you, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.